many politicians have been implicated in corruption cases. But we do not have too many instances where former chief ministers have been arrested under corruption charges. In 2001, former Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M. Karunanidhi was arrested. In 2009, Madhu Koda was arrested in Jharkhand. Then in October 2011, B.S. Yediyurappa was arrested in Karnataka. In fact, this was just 2 months after he resigned as Chief Minister. Well, I could have missed a few cases, but the latest to join in this line is former Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister and Telugu Desam Party leader Chandrababu Naidu. Naidu was arrested on September 9th from Nandyal. So what was this arrest about? And will this arrest harm or help Naidu? That's what we'll discuss in this week's No Filter with Dhanya Rajendran. Like in most political arrests, there was a lot of drama surrounding Naidu's arrest also. He was resting in a place called Nandyal after the day's rally when a large contingent of police descended there. This is around 3 or 2 in the morning. So cadres and leaders of the TDP gathered and they told the police that you cannot arrest a former chief minister at this hour of the day. So the police had to wait till 6 in the morning. That's when they recorded the arrest of Naidu in what is being called the skill development scam. Now, before I delve into Naidu further, let me just add that I did give you a list of former chief ministers who were arrested, but there are many others who are implicated and even convicted. Jayalalitha has faced 2 convictions. One was in the Pleasant Stay Hotel case and then in the disproportionate assets case. Former Haryana Chief Minister Om Prakash Chautala was convicted in a corruption case, while former Maharashtra Chief Minister Ashok Chavan faced trial in the Adarsh case. And then there is the example of Indira Gandhi herself, a former Prime Minister who was arrested for a day on corruption charges. So whose political destiny will Naidu have? Will it be Indira Gandhi's, M. Karunanidhi's or B.S. Yediyurappa's? Indira Gandhi was arrested on October 3rd, 1977. It was a few months after the emergency came to an end and Morarji Desai was the Prime Minister of the country. Indira Gandhi was arrested on a corruption case. No, in fact, 2 corruption cases, and she was jailed exactly for a day. The next day, the court declared her not guilty and freed her. The people's anger against Indira Gandhi during the emergency had in fact lessened by that time, and this arrest by the Morarji Desai government was seen as a huge political mistake. It in fact gave Indira Gandhi a lot of sympathy. Now, if you read books and accounts of what happened on that day, apparently Indira Gandhi insisted that she should be handcuffed. She gave these dramatic quotes to the media before going to jail and after coming out. She strengthened her position. Though people really disliked her during the years of the emergency, this arrest helped Indira Gandhi to consolidate the Congress once again and come back to power. It also weakened Morarji Desai quite a bit. DMK leader M. Karunanidhi's midnight arrest on June 30, 2001 had a huge visual impact on not just the people of Tamil Nadu but people across the country. It was perhaps the first time that such visuals were being aired on television. The cameras of Sun TV, a channel owned by the DMK family, was present at Karunanidhi's house when police came at midnight and dragged him out. Those visuals of a former chief minister screaming, asking for help, his wife wailing, all the other leaders around him, this kept playing on television in loop and people were forced to question J. Jayalalitha, what are you doing? In fact, this incident cemented Jayalalitha's image as a ruthless, merciless leader who would do anything for political vendetta. In the next elections in 2006, DMK had a thumping victory. B.S. Yediyurappa's case is actually a bit different. In October 2011, when he was arrested, the BJP was in power in Karnataka. Yediyurappa had quit in August 2011 after he was implicated by the Lokayukta in mining cases. These were very serious cases and Yediyurappa did not have a way out. In October 2011, he surrendered in court. The BJP could not make much drama out of this. In fact, they called it a very sad day, as the corruption case was taken very seriously by the people of the state. I remember vividly that when Yediyurappa got bail and he came out, he did a huge dharna from the jail right to his house, and that he thought would redeem him. The BJP in fact tried to project the bail that he got as some sort of acquittal in the case itself. But none of this helped P.S. Yediyurappa. In 2013, Siddaramaiah, the Congress leader, led a whole campaign against P.S. Yediyurappa and his alleged corruption, and Congress won that election. It is a landslide victory for the party. So you have 3 distinct examples before you. One of Indira Gandhi, who was able to rebuild her party. the second of M. Karunanidhi, who was able to rally opinion against J. Jayalalitha, and third of B.S. Yedurappa, who did not gain anything much out of his arrest. So what will happen to Chandrababu Naidu? Before that, let me quickly explain what the skill development scam is. It's supposed to have happened between 2014 to 19 when Naidu was the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh. At that time, the government signed an MOU with two private companies, Design Tech and Siemens India. It was a 3,300 crore project where the government was supposed to give just 10% and the rest 90% by these two private companies, and they were supposed to set up skill development centers where unemployed youth of Andhra Pradesh would get trained. Now the case is that the government released its 10%, which is around 330 crores in the beginning itself, and this money was routed to various shell companies and then taken out by people, by bureaucrats in fact, who were close to Naidu. The case was filed in 2021. At that time, Naidu was not an accused. It's only 2 years later that the CID is arresting him and making him an accused. So naturally, questions are being raised as to why did it take so long to implicate Naidu? What is the actual proof against Naidu? Now, despite these questions, will Naidu get sympathy or not? It's actually a bit complicated. Ever since the YSRCP led by YS Jagan Mohan Reddy came to power in Andhra Pradesh, they have been consistently saying that Naidu was corrupt and people around him have benefited. Now, this continuous assertion by the government definitely has been able to place doubt in the minds of people. Was Naidu corrupt? Did people around him benefit? Why are there so many corruption cases against him? There cannot be smoke without fire. That kind of a narrative will definitely help the YSRCP. Now, you may wonder, in fact, I also did, that 2024 elections are scheduled in Andhra Pradesh, both the state assembly elections and the Lok Sabha elections. So when elections are just a few months away, why should Jagan Mohan Reddy ensure that his police arrest a senior politician like Naidu, evoke sympathy for him? That's because Naidu's plank against Jagan Mohan Reddy has always been the same, that Jagan Mohan Reddy is a corrupt politician who faces many charges and he's been arrested once before. So when Naidu himself has been arrested on a corruption case, it sorts of evens out. Naidu cannot criticize Jagan Mohan Reddy as corrupt and Jagan Mohan Reddy cannot call Naidu corrupt. Or well, both of them can, but the people have to really judge as to who they think is more corrupt. The second reason I believe is that this is the way Jagan Mohan Reddy is telling the BJP that it cannot align with the TDP. For a few months now, the TDP has been trying desperately to come back into alliance with the BJP and Pawan Kalyan's Janasena party. The BJP seems a bit disinterested, but then it does need an alliance partner like the TDP. So the BJP that projects itself as this major anti-corruption party, they would not want to align with the TDP if Naidu is put in jail. So that seems to be Jagan Mohan Reddy's logic: put Naidu in jail, make the BJP stay away from him. Now, whether Naidu is guilty or not in these cases, the courts will decide, perhaps in a few years' time. But what matters in politics is the narrative, right? Like I explained, both the YSRCP and the TDP are going to gain a bit and lose a bit by this arrest. But let's not forget, there is also this perception that perhaps this arrest should not have taken place in this manner. The case has been going on since 2021. What was a tearing hurry to arrest Naidu in the middle of the night? That definitely will work for Naidu, but not as much as it did for Indira Gandhi or Karunanidhi perhaps. I would say the most interesting thing to watch out for is what will the BJP do? Will it now want to be allies with the TDP? The Andhra Pradesh elections are definitely getting more interesting and we will keep a tab on that for you. Do keep reading and watching the News Minute, and our site has gone through an entire revamp. Do check out the news site, whether you like the colors, the layout, and do give us feedback. And we have a new members program, a lot of stories, podcasts and videos accessible to just our members and subscribers. So support us to tell your stories. Thank you.